welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to make this easy black and white daisy top. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, to start this top you will need some yarn. Mine is cotton, it's from We Crochet. I will link it down below, and I'm using a 4.5mm hook. And to start these squares, I will first start by the flowers. And here I'm starting a magic ring. Okay, chain 2, and I'm gonna chain 12 double crochets inside that ring. So yarn over, go into the loop, grab the yarn over, go through 2 loops, and again go through 2 loops again. Okay, again, yarn over, go through the ring, grab the yarn over, go through 2 loops, and again go through 2 loops. So that's basically it. You just keep doing double crochets until you reach 12. Okay, I have my 12 double crochets. I'm gonna pull here really tight and do a slip stitch in that first double crochet. Grab the yarn, go through, and again go through that loop on your hook, chain 1, and cut off the yarn. Okay, that's the first step. This is the center of your flower. Now I'm gonna grab my next color, which is the white. Now I'm gonna insert my hook in that first double crochet. Okay, and I'm gonna chain 2. That chain 2 counts as a double crochet. 1 and 2, and now I'm gonna start doing the double crochets. It's 2 more, so it's gonna count as 3. Okay, and the next part, it's called a popcorn stitch. I'm gonna insert my hook in that last chain that I did. Insert my hook in that last double crochet, yarn over, and close it off. Okay, chain 2, 3 double crochets in the next stitch. Okay, insert your hook in that first double crochet, insert your hook in that last one, yarn over, and close it off. So you can see I have 2 petals here, and I always like to keep my loose ends right behind my double crochets, just so I can skip this step of hiding them all with a needle at the end. Okay, you don't have to do it in case you're a beginner, and you don't have to be doing that or worrying about that. You can just hide it with a needle, but I like to skip that step at the end. I'm gonna do one last one just so you can see. Yarn over and close it off, chain 2. So that's basically it for the flower. I'm gonna keep doing them all the way until I have 12. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how to close off this round. I have finished my 12 petals and my 2 chains right there, so I'm gonna slip stitch on that chain to space. Okay, yarn over, I mean 1 chain, and cut off the yarn. Okay, for this next part I'm going to start the square part. So I'm gonna take my black color and insert it right here where I ended. Go through. I'm going to chain 2, which counts as a double crochet. Yarn over, go through, grab the yarn, go through 2 loops, and again go through 2 loops. Yarn over, go through, grab the yarn, go through 2 loops, and again go through 2 loops. Okay, so repeat these 3 double crochet groups 2 times. And now I'm going to start doing a corner. For the corner I'm going to do some treble crochet. So instead of just 1 time yarning over, you're going to do it 2 times. So insert your hook, grab the yarn, go through 2 loops, again go through 2 loops, and again through those 2 last loops. So again, treble crochet 2 more times. Now I have 3. I know it's hard to see because it's black, but I did 3, chain 2, this is gonna form the corner, treble crochet 3 more times again in that same space. Oops. And there you have your corner. So this is the pattern for this round. 2 groups of 3 double crochets. I'm gonna do mine right now. And then do a corner with the treble crochets. And so on. 2 more groups of 3 in the corner, and again 2, and you should end with a corner. So I'll meet you when I get to this part. Okay, I have finished this first round of the square. I'm just gonna slip stitch in that last chain and chain 2. This counts as a double crochet. I'm just going to do 2 more double crochets right there. Okay, so 2 more groups of the 3 double crochets between the 3 from the previous round. Okay, that is how it's looking. And at the corner, the same as before, 3 treble crochets, 2 chains, and 3 treble crochets. So that's basically it for that second and last round of the square. It's the same thing as the first one, it's just adding a third group of the 3 double crochets. So I'll meet you when I finish the squares, just so you can see, and next I will show you how to join the squares. Okay, so I have finished my square. This is how it's looking. Okay, next I will show you how to join the squares. Personally, I like to join as I go. So I'm gonna do another one and then I'm gonna show you how to join them as you go. Alright, I have finished a few more off camera and I have joined them. I'm gonna show you right now how you're gonna join this square right here. I haven't finished this side, this last side. So what I do is I go into the corner of this one, do a slip stitch, grab the yarn and go through the loop on my hook, go through the corner of the other one and do the same thing, slip stitch. Okay, I'm gonna chain one and finish my corner, 3 treble crochets. Okay, once you finish your corner, I'm gonna do a slip stitch between those groups of 3 double crochets and the corner. Insert my hook and go through the loop on my hook, and it's easy as that. And just continue doing the double crochets just like the other round. Slip stitch and continue doing your double crochets. So that's basically it. When you join as you go, for the corner it's the same thing, do a slip stitch and a chain, and then just finish your corner and a slip stitch right here and cut off your yarn. So I'll show you when I have the majority of my squares joined together. As you can see, I have put together most of my squares. This is how it's looking. And now I'm going to do some triangles for the front part. First, I'm going to start with my yellow. I'm going to do a magic ring, chain 2. This one I'm not gonna count as a double crochet. I'm gonna attach my border to that later on, and just start doing double crochets. And since this is half of the squares, is half the amount you need, so it's 6 double crochets for this magic circle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, pull tight right there. Just chain 1 and cut off the yarn. Okay, next I am starting the flower. So insert my hook right there, grab the yarn, chain 2, do 2 more double crochets in that same stitch, just like the other times. Take off your hook, insert it in the last chain, insert your hook back in, pull tight and close it off. Chain 2 and do the same thing, 3 double crochets in the next space. Okay, do this until you have 6 petals. I have finished my 6 petals. In the last one, don't chain 2, just chain 1 and cut off the yarn. Next we are going to do the outside part, the square part. I'm just gonna try to insert my hook right there in that chain 2 that we did at first and attach my yarn. This part would be the corner part, so I'm gonna chain 3. That counts as a treble crochet. Insert it back again and do it 2 more times. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it 3 more times because in this chain 3 I'm gonna attach my border later on, and I don't want to lose a treble crochet to that. Okay, so now just 2 more groups of 3 double crochets, just like you did on the squares. And this part would be the corner again, so I'm going to do 3 treble crochets, chain 2 and 3 treble crochets again, that same space. So you're gonna keep doing this until you reach the end of this round, which is here. Just chain 1 and cut off the yarn. You will end just as you started here with a corner, so 4 treble crochets, because the last one I'm gonna attach my border to. So I'll meet you when I start the second round of this white part. Okay, I have finished this first part of the square. Now I'm going to start the last part. This is where I'm going to attach to my top. I'm going to attach when I reach this part. So I'm gonna grab my yarn and insert it right there and chain 3. Treble crochet 3 more times. Double crochet in that space 3 more times and do this 2 more times here and here. Okay, I have done my 3 double crochets right there at the top. Instead of chaining 2, I'm just going to go into this corner, do a slip stitch, and go into that next corner right there, another slip stitch, chain 1, and finish that corner with my 3 treble crochets. Okay, and just like the other time, I'm gonna just slip stitch in that space, in that square right there, my 3 double crochets in the next space, slip stitch in the next space from the square. Okay, I have reached my corner. I have my 3 treble crochets. I'm gonna attach my yarn right here. And into that other one. chain one and one final treble crochet, chain one, cut it off. Okay, as you can see, this is your first triangle on this side. I have already done the other side off camera. This is how it will look. So the other triangle, you're gonna attach it to this side and this side, obviously. Next, I will do a little detail on the bottom that will help me hide all of these little pieces of yarn that I have left. You don't have to do it, you can just go with a needle and hide them all, but I like to add a little detail at the end. Okay, I have finished both of my sides of the triangle, so it's 4 in total. And now I'm going to do the bottom. So I'm gonna attach wherever I want. Let's start here. I'm gonna use my white color. Okay, I'm gonna single crochet in that same stitch. And I'm just gonna start doing single crochets along the border. I'm gonna put 1 single crochet in each double crochet from the squares so it's all even. Okay, so I'll meet you when I finish the whole border with the single crochets, and then I'll show you what to do next. I have finished my single crochet border all around, so now I'm gonna start on the next part. I'm just gonna do a slip stitch right here and chain 1, and I'm gonna start doing double crochets on the 3rd chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3. And it's gonna be 5 double crochets. Okay, they're all in that same space, and I'm gonna do a slip stitch on the 3rd again. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so double crochet again on the 3rd. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so easy as that. You're going to continue doing this until you reach the beginning again. So all the way around, 5 single crochets on each stitch and slip stitch on the 3rd from where you started, and again. So I'll meet you when I finish the border, just so you can see how it's looking. Okay, I finished the border. This is how it's looking. I'm gonna chain 1 right here. I did a slip stitch, now I'm gonna chain 1, just pull it up, and that's it. I will hide this later. Now I'm gonna start working with the border on the top side, this upper part. I'm gonna use the black color now, and you can start wherever you like. I'm gonna start on the side here, and just like the bottom, I'm gonna do a simple single crochet border all around. I'm gonna chain 1 here and single crochet in that same space, and just start doing single crochets. In this corner right here, it's a treble. I'm gonna do 3, and at the same time just like the bottom, I'm holding all those pieces of yarn inside that single crochet. So I'm gonna keep doing this until I reach the beginning here, and on the top part here I'm just gonna do 3 single crochets in that middle right there. That's where I'm going to put in the strap. Easy as that. So I'll meet you when I finish this, and then we're going to do a simple strap. So I finished right where I started. I just did a slip stitch, chain 1, and cut off my yarn, and now I'm gonna do the straps. I put a stitch marker here just to mark the middle. I'm gonna insert my hook right there, and I'm gonna do some chains. I have my number because I measured a strap from on top. I already have, and it's around 55 chains that I'm gonna do. Sometimes I do 60. It depends on how do I want the top to go. So this number of chains is according to the measure that you want, not mine. If it's 60 or 55 like I'm gonna do it, that's totally fine. So I'm gonna start chaining. And I'm gonna attach myself to the other side, exactly between these 2 squares right here in the back. So I'll meet you when I have to go back. Okay, so I have finished my 55 chains, and I'm gonna slip stitch 3 times right here in this middle between the 2 squares like I said. Just gonna go right there with my hook, grab the yarn, and do a slip stitch right there, another slip stitch right next to it, and another one. So I'm gonna go back on my chain, and I'm gonna do half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook in that last chain you did, grab the yarn, go through, yarn over, and close it off. Yarn over, go into the next chain, grab the yarn, go through, yarn over, and close it off. So you're gonna keep doing this until you reach the other side, obviously, and then just do a slip stitch right where you started, right next to where you started, I mean, and cut off your yarn. Okay, I have finished both of my straps. Like I said, I just did a slip stitch right next to where I started, and I cut off my yarn, and I've hidden all the ends of my yarns. As you can see, it's looking like this. So that's it for this top. Basically, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy making this black and white daisy top with me. If you enjoy my content, make sure to turn on that notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe.